new today, Joe Biden is enlisting several music artists for ads targeting African-American voters. The group includes rapper G-Z, who in the past has called the controversial, racist, anti-Semitic leader of the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan, quote, his mentor and a great guy, as well as music artist Ludacris, who supported protesters chanting obscenities from his song lyrics at police officers. Meanwhile, the Biden campaign also came under fire this weekend for continuing to add attack ads against President Trump while he was hospitalized following his COVID-19 diagnosis, despite pledging to take them down. Here with more, civil rights attorney, we call him Leo 2.0, and NFL player and star in his own right, Herschel Walker. Leo, okay, so hang on a second. I thought Joe Biden was saying there were a lot of good people there. They took that out of context, though, didn't they? Because he said not the white nationalists, not the racists, but there were good people on both sides. He specifically called out how many times racist, the KKK, David Duke, etc. And he did it again on this program last week. So now you're going to take on Louis Farrakhan disciples and Ludacris with the anti-cop movement, and nobody's going to blink an eye?
Well, here's the part that's so insulting. They figure they can get black celebrities out and insult the intelligence of black voters. That's why I reject that, and that's why I'm voting Republican. Let me tell you right now, these black celebrities, they don't talk about school choice. They don't talk about black-on-black crime. They don't talk about funding historical black colleges. They don't talk about police reform. They just want you to vote for the Democrats because they're telling us so. We reject that because President Trump has done a lot more for African Americans than Biden and Obama. Here's the problem, though. Louis Farrakhan is anti-Semitic. I thought the Democrats was the party of the Big Ten. If you don't agree with them, you're rejected. How can you vote Democrat if you have black individuals talking anti-Semitic rhetoric and endorse a man, Farrakhan, who is anti-Semitic? Why don't Joe Biden denounce them? They don't do it. That's the hypocrisy, Sean, of the Democratic Party.
And Herschel, they won't even ask Joe Biden about it. That's the other question.
Well, that's what's so sad to me is, they're pandering for a vote. They're pandering for a vote because I love to sit down with these entertainers and say, why don't you guys go in and meet with President Trump and hear what he has to say? Because what is so interesting to me is I'm a believer in the Lord Jesus, and I'm also an athlete, so I know about winning. Well, this president has been winning for African Americans, for Americans for the last 3.5 years. Now let's go to being a Christian. Being a Christian is you got to tell the truth. Well, the truth is this president has done more for anyone in 3.5 years than Biden done in 40-something years. That is the total truth, and I think people need to realize that. And that's why I love to sit down with these entertainers and say, why are you not looking at the truth, looking at the true facts? And that can help you to decide when you go to the voting booth who you're going to vote for.
Hey, Herschel, what if Donald Trump praised the former Klansman, the guy that filibustered the Civil Rights Act and was against the Voting Rights Act and partnered with that former Klansman to stop the integration of our public schools because he didn't want his kids going to schools that were racial jungles? How come nobody except me and a couple other people talk about those things about Joe Biden and nobody ever asks him about it?
Well, that's what's so sad, and no one ever talks about what's going on the other side. They only want to talk about this president here. That's why it was so sad when he came down with the virus. All you hear is some negative things that were being said, and it was so disturbing to me that I said, guys, you better realize this is your leader here. Look what he has come out of today as a strong leader, meaning he fought through this, and now he's back ready to lead. Think about what would have happened to the other side. And I don't know what would have happened. I'm never going to pray for anything like that to happen. I'm going to pray for the best for whoever, because this virus is very serious. But let's get something straight. There's more than one science. Because I hear, let's go to the science. There's more than one science. There's so many people saying this, saying that. So what is the truth? Well, the truth is this virus came from China. The truth is this president had it, and he's fought through it for America, and he's ready to start leading. So these people need to realize that it is time for us to decide who is the strongest leader.
Leo,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say this. The insulting part of all this is that there's a double standard. And just because they are called Democrats, they get a pass on racism, anti-Semitism. They don't even have to show programs. Everyone in this country knows what Donald Trump has done for African Americans. But because they are called Democrats, they get a pass. And I'm telling black voters now, forget that rhetoric. Shift over and vote. And one other point, Sean, more black men are voting for Donald Trump now than ever before, and the number is going to increase.
All right. Leo 2.0. Herschel Walker 1.0. Herschel's been the same. He a great player, always has been and always will be. Thank you.